Today is day 1 of 30 days of the carnivore diet, but I would not be eating anything raw.
Nope.
I'll show you exactly what I'll be eating shortly, but why though? I'm doing the carnivore version of the GAPS diet for 30 days to answer 3 core questions. 1. Can I heal my inflamed and leaky gut, autoimmune symptoms and health conditions? 2. What happens to my body only eating meat for 30 days? And 3. What are my poos going to be like? After the 30-day elimination diet, I intend to slowly introduce some veggies, maybe fruits as per the GAPS diet protocol, but I'll keep you posted. Until then, I'll just be consuming meat stock and salt and water. No seasonings or nothing. No cheat days either. Sounds boring, but when you react to almost anything you eat and you feel like sleeping after every meal, health becomes a lot more important than taste.
It actually tastes really good.
Today I prepared my food for the entire week, so all I have to do is heat and eat. Going to be a huge time saver, and I'm far less likely to fail if I'm prepared. I did have a flare-up of my itchy skin, but it went away. It's not from the meat, it's just because it's not healed yet. My bowel movements were actually normal. And despite going to bed late, my energy levels were actually alright all day. Anyway, stay tuned for day 2.
Later.
It's day 2 of 30 days of the carnivore GAPS diet, and I have a confession. Today, I cheated. Let's scrap it. I'm just kidding, there's no way I would sabotage my health like that. I've had a few comments asking why I'm boiling meat in my stock, by the way. The focus of the GAPS diet is to heal the gut, and it's heavy on the meat stock and broth because that's so good for the gut lining.
Very nice.
Normally I eat a lot, but I was still full and occupied, so I didn't eat lunch today, but by dinner time I was
Hungry.
So I ran home to eat before I faded into oblivion. Lucky I pre-prepared all my meals for the week, so all I had to do was heat my beef mince broth soup thing. You'll ask why no seasonings, and that's because I want to give my body a break. This is an extreme elimination diet, and I just want to give my body the rest it deserves.
Good soup.
Here's your daily carnivore poop update. The only not so great thing that happened was my skin broke out again. I was told that I needed sinus surgery at the start of the year, but I'm going to clear it with my diet. Let's go. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Later.
Day 3 of 30 days of the carnivore diet. I like to start my day with water and a nice bowl of broth. My favourite thing to eat at the moment is steak cooked in bone broth. Absolutely love it, and it's easy on the gut. My skin flared up, but it's only day 3 and I don't expect anything to happen overnight. Then I went to the doctors because you guys want me to get my blood checked, my blood pressure checked, my weight, everything like that. I personally care more about how I'm going to feel at the end, but hey, it's cool to know the numbers too. The poo was getting a little bit harder to come out, there's not as much, but I did notice something shocking. The toilet paper was the wrong way around, so I fixed it. By the time I got home I was starving, so I had my typical kind of a meal cooked in broth. And then I had a bit of chicken, which to be honest, I didn't really like the way it tasted or felt, so I probably won't eat it again. But the broth always slaps.
Later.
Day 4 of 30 days of the carnivore diet. I started the day off with a nice dandruff flare-up. Fashion tip, y'all, wear a nice light shirt if your skin's flaky. I got my initial blood tests finally done, so we'll find out in a couple of days what that looks like. I was so starving by the time I got home that I died, but I respawned because it was time to have my daily morning broth. After eating, I had hot flushes and honestly felt like crap for ages, so I just took a nap and I felt pretty useless for the rest of the day. I also hit an emotional wall wondering if I made a mistake to make daily videos because it's pretty intense, it's like a full-time job. But it's totally worth it and I appreciate you all. Lunch was my classic carnivore GAPS mince soup. Absolutely delicious. For dinner, basically the same thing as brekkie. I've heard rumours of what happens to your poop on the carnivore diet, but we'll find out together. I still pooped, but it was small, very dark, hard to pass, and my son said it was very smelly. Anyway, follow for day 5. Day 5 of 30 days of the carnivore diet.
That'll do, donkey.
Later.
Day 6 of 30 days of the carnivore diet. I've got a sensitive gut, so I'm restoring it back to its factory settings, and I'm doing this by following the GAPS diet. Right now, I'm in the intro stage, and I'm doing it carnivore style. I don't plan on eating carnivore forever though. As per the GAPS diet, when my gut can tolerate it, I'll be slowly introducing foods until I can safely eat the full GAPS diet. A few people I know have done this successfully, and now they can eat cheese again.
Cheese.
Last time I had cheese, I had to nap for a whole hour. Anywho, all of my meals basically look like this. Meat stock, meat, and salt. Some version of it. People ask, do I get bored eating this way right now? My answer to that is, you know what's more boring? Having no energy, having aching joints all the time, clogged sinuses, my skin breaking out when I try and eat normal foods. Worried about if I am going to eat this, how am I going to react? Itching all over my body. You get the point. I've tried a lot of things out of desperation in the past 13 years to heal my body, and this seems like the best option. So we're giving it a crack one day at a time. Oh, by the way, I did 0 poops today, and I heard you get diarrhea at the 2-week mark, so I'm not looking forward to that. Follow for day 7. Day 7 of 30 days of the Carnivore diet. It's been a week since starting the Carnivore version of the GAPS diet. Here's a quick update of where everything's at. But first, let me get everything I ate today out of the way. Chicken stock, broth mint soup, and what do you know? Broth mint soup. If you're new here, you can start at day 1 to get up to date with the journey. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I'm absolutely exhausted. My energy has been really low because mainly of my sleep and also my emotional state. I've been sleeping very small amounts every night, about 4 to 5 hours every night, because I'm cranking out these videos. It's absolutely worth it, but it's crushing my well-being, so I'm actually going to start prioritizing sleep a lot more. Food, same thing every day, eating about 3 times a day. I'm not having reactions. My skin is actually not flaring up like it was. That's really cool. Mentally, I'm just really excited because I'm finally doing this after like 4 years of wanting to, and we're also building a community around it. The only significant update today is I had a bowel movement, TMI. It was like a ring of fire. Tomorrow I get my pre-diet blood tests, so I'll keep you posted on those. That's pretty much it. I'm leaving. Welcome to day 8 of 30 days of the Carnivore diet. Today, I finally got my pre-diet blood test results. But first, let's go through today. Here's everything I ate.
Very nice.
Yeah, boy.
Now some real talk. On and off for years, I'd have this heavyish left arm and sometimes shooting sensations down the arm and palpitations. Doctors said nothing was wrong, so I'd put up with it. Eating mostly animal-based actually cleared it up for me, which was crazy. Except it flared up this morning because I'd been burning myself out with no sleep, so that was sad. But it sorted itself out pretty quickly. I released some emotion, we were good to go. Because I had a good night's sleep, I had energy for a run for the first time in 3 weeks since I got some wrist surgery. I didn't have the energy strength to go as hard as I normally would, but it was nice to move the body. And I could smell things I can't naturally smell too, so my sinuses are actually changing. Plus, my skin is clearing up. No bowel movement today though. Blood test results. You might want to pause because it's going to go quick. Overall, looking pretty good. Cholesterol's a little high, but let's see what happens. Day 9 of 30 days with the Carnivore diet. It's been 2 days since my last bowel movement. I'm seriously considering getting an enema kit. So here we go. Always start the day with some freshly milked water. I woke up feeling super empty today, but the show must go on. Here's my breakfast for the day. I started using a fattier cut of meat that's close to the bone. It's making a huge difference. I was feeling up and down like, is this ever gonna end? Am I actually ever gonna feel good eating this way? The cut of meat I added into my broth today was the osso buco, don't know how to pronounce it, but it actually turned out really good and actually far better in taste and energy than the mince. It's extra exhausting parenting on top of this, but my son knows that daddy is doing a thing and I need to rest a lot. I still have to make all this yummy food for my family, and strangely enough, I'm actually not tempted at all. My skin still seems to be improving, which is awesome. I'm really happy with it. Same thing for dinner. Wasn't really feeling hungry, but I feel like I've got to force myself to eat, otherwise I feel like I'm gonna waste away. Probably not true. Anyway, see you for day 10.
Later.
Day 10 of 30 days of the Carnivore GAPS diet. I started my day with a freshly squeezed water, followed by a mug of chicken stock, followed by my broth mint soup for brekkie, another flat morning with no energy, followed by the same thing for lunch, and finally a bowel movement after 3 days. It was dark, but still a healthy 4 on the Bristol chart. I ran out of food and was starving, so I drove 11 kilometers to get some grass-fed biltong. These are literally the only snacks that I've found I can safely eat at the moment, and they're so good I polished the whole bag. 3 ingredients: beef, bit of white vinegar, and salt. Anyway, then I bought a nice lamb leg because I'm craving some fats, and to do the GAPS diet properly, you actually really need a lot of meat on the bone for all the nutrients. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. I threw it in the slow cooker for a few hours with some chicken stock and salt.
Sweet mint julep.
Not gonna lie, it was nice having something that was different to beef. I felt pretty much the same as yesterday, so no real updates there. I did have a little bit of a hot flush, but it went away. Yeah, day 11 of 30 days of the Carnivore GAPS diet to heal my gut. Feeling really sad because all I want to eat right now is these pancakes I'm making for my 4-year-old. But I'm strong, and because I haven't eaten any trigger foods, my gut's doing alright. I used to have 1 to 2 good bowel movements a day before the Carnivore diet, and now it's like poo roulette.
Where are you?
Just heating up some lemon broth to take away for my breakfast.
Here I am, once again.
Note to self, I really need to mow the lawn. While I'm doing this 30 days, I'm always packing my own food because I just don't trust anywhere to have what I need, especially since my gut is so sensitive at the moment. It's been 11 days and I still don't have much physical energy, but my mental energy and creativity has definitely improved. I know the more fats and organ meats I include will probably increase, but I'll keep you posted on all of that for sure. This week I'm making a trip to go get some beef liver, so I'm excited about that.
Thank you. Come again.
Day 12 of 30 days of the Carnivore GAPS diet to heal my gut. Yes, I'm starting to get bored of just eating the same thing all the time, especially since it is so bland, but I've got a plan, and yes, I would much rather be eating fruit to heal my body, and I would honestly rather steal broccoli from my rat, but I gotta trust in the process and know that it's all worth it in the end. But hey, at least I'm not constipated and don't have the runs. And trust me, I'll be introducing new foods as soon as I can. Anyway, I've got some questions that I wanted to answer. Let's start the clock. I get asked a lot about body odor, teeth health, bad breath, aching joints, skin, etc. So my body odor is gone. Like, I used to be stinky and I'm not. I was way stinkier even as a vegan, which is crazy. My teeth health, nothing's really changed there. They're okay. Bad breath, it has not been bad. You can ask my roommate. She said it's not a problem. In fact, even my farts do not stink at all, and neither do my poos now, which is crazy. My joints do not ache as much as they used to, which is amazing, and my skin is improving. So all in all, you know, it's a bit boring at the moment, but I'm seeing signs of it working, which is really sweet. Day 13 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. I ran out of good fatty meat, so I just had some broth mint soup for brekkie, and then I was invited to speak at an event about TikTok and my recent success with it, and of course I had to bring my food. Normally when you have 27,000 food intolerances, when you're at events, you eat the food, you feel tired afterwards, but I actually felt good the whole way through. And then I absolutely demolished 300 grams of biltong.
A little bit tired, feeling a bit hot after, but overall feeling pretty good. Was able to speak all day, had decent energy.
I did lose my daily poop streak, but I'm not fussed because I know the Carnivore poop game is a very different game. Day 14 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. Okay, so today I woke up and polished off the rest of the grass-fed biltong because I ran out of food.
If you look at how clear my eyes are, feeling pretty good.
Then I made some mince, but not in broth because I had to make a fresh batch and I'm a very disorganized human sometimes. If you thought what I've been eating daily is bland, try eating mince with no seasoning or meat stock. Then I did it again. But it's still better than a smack in the face. No significant updates today, but I'm excited because tomorrow I'm going to pick up some organic beef liver, chicken feet, and other goodies. Day 15 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. Before I share with you my meat haul, let's talk about what I ate today. A gut healing mug of chicken stock, a bowl of bland mince. Then I had some mince cooked in chicken stock for lunch. Before I smashed another bag of biltong. Okay, now for the exciting bit of the day. Here is my meat haul. I went to a new organic butcher for the first time. Gave it a go. I got a couple of nice cuts of meat. Got some bone marrow, some more mince, lots of mince, osso buco. I got some beef bones. And here is the liver. Oh yeah. And I also got some chicken feet and a stack of other things for my broths. I had some lamb shanks cooked in meat stock for dinner. I didn't have any decent footage, so here's some of me butchering it. And then I started to feel a bit off, a little bit of a scratchy throat, bit of a cough, not sure exactly what's going on, but I'll keep you posted. And then a cheeky little meat stock before bed. There were no bowel movements that were achieved today. I slept very little the night before because I had to look after my family and work, but hopefully tonight I will have a much better sleep. Day 16 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. My mouth was dry, throat was tingly, so I did a little bit of coconut oil pulling to help with that, and then I had a nice hot bath with essential oils and Epsom salts, which made me feel a lot better. By the way, this is the secret ingredient to gut healing. It is from the meat stock, and all that gelatin is so incredibly good for you, and this is why I love it. Then some lamb cooked in the broth. Look at that lovely little fatty piece right there. Love it. Was feeling a little bit of the heaviness in the chest today, but it did eventually go away. Double bonus of this diet, if you're not feeling great, these are incredibly nourishing and healing for your body on that level too. And then I rested and had a nap. By the way, I'm filming all the recipes for these videos. They'll come soon, promise. Oh, look how clear my skin is. I'm so happy. And then it hit me. I started feeling worse, big headache. I have no idea what's happening. Maybe I'm detoxing. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Day 17 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. You know how I said I was feeling like crap last night? Well, today I feel even worse. No energy, full-on headache, my body is aching, it is full-on. Which means it's time for an Epsom salt bath, followed by a day of doing absolutely bloody nothing. Apparently this can happen around the 2-week mark, so I wasn't concerned. But damn, my skin's got that glow though, goodbye skin condition. My sinuses get blocked on and off, so it's not fully healed yet, but it's doing really well, and I definitely won't need surgery, which is fantastic. I was finally feeling hungry, so here's lunch. No, I'm just kidding, this is for my son. I miss potatoes though. I didn't eat or poop, I just drank water and slept. Day 18 of 30 days with the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. Today I tried liver for the first time, but more on that later. Still wasn't feeling 100%, but at least I didn't feel like death, so that's always a plus. I'm making some YouTube videos for you guys coming soon. And look, I need to bring your attention back to my skin. I was borderline eczema and psoriasis. I'm just stoked. Look at that. Before this diet, I used to eat and get joint pain sometimes, and now it's not, and that's awesome. My ears are a bit off, but I did have a lot of ear infections growing up as a kid, so I'm sure this is part of the healing process. And just a cheeky number 4 today. Was finally feeling hungry, so here's my lunch. And I finally tried liver for the first time. Here we go.
Very rich. It's doable, but I'm not a big fan.
Then I made some delicious 4-ingredient brownies for my family, which I couldn't eat, and then fell asleep. Hopefully I feel a bit better tomorrow. Day 19 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. Well, today I hit the wall big time. I couldn't get to sleep till 11 p.m, even though I turned my screens off at 8 p.m. I woke up every hour with a headache and a strong need to pee for about 3 hours, and then I figured I was doomed to a night of bad sleep, so I just caught on some work from about 3 a.m. I didn't have any magnesium, but I did have an Epsom salt bath, so I decided to have a nice hot bath, and this is the only thing that made me feel better. When I got out, I literally felt like I died, so I just went and laid down for a couple of hours. I rinsed my mouth out with coconut oil and some salt, and then I had some more water, which I've been having a lot of. I had some of my classic meat and broth, a little bit of liver as well. And then I lay in the sun for like half an hour. I had some leftovers for lunch, and then by the afternoon, I was starting to feel human again.
Starting to feel a bit more human, which is great.
Had a little pimple pop up, but I know that's because my body's releasing. Broth mint soup for dinner. I honestly feel like I'm on the other side of this thing now, which is an absolute relief, and then hopefully it's going to be smooth sailing from here. Right? Day 20 of 30 days with the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. Started the day with some meat stock, aka bone broth that hasn't been cooked as long. Some mince, liver, and broth for brekkie. Still not used to liver, can't wait to introduce seasonings.
My first running poo today.
I've been mostly sedentary throughout this 30-day challenge, and I thought I'd go for a bit of a walk, a bit of a run, and a little bit of hopscotch down at the park. And then I smashed a bag of biltong because I ran out of food. Guys, please let me know the pronunciation in the comments. There are a lot of comments asking if I've been working out. No, that is because I broke my wrist a couple years ago, and recently, about 6 weeks ago, I got the metal plate pulled out, and so I haven't been able to lift or anything, so I've just been a couch potato, basically. One thing I get asked a lot is, how's my actual gut health doing? I'd say it's doing very well because I'm healing skin stuff, I'm feeling better, less aching joints, my body's overall doing well, energy is up and down, but that's to be expected. My digestion, it seems to be fine. I'm rarely tired after meals, which is something that I used to feel all the time. Sometimes, depending on how big the meal or how I'm feeling, like I might feel a little tired, but overall, I would say my gut health is improving, and the best indication of that is the fact my skin, my joints, my eyes, etc., etc. I had this again for dinner. This is the protocol I'm going to be following to introduce foods after the 30 days. I'm not sure when I'll start, but I'll keep you posted.
Later.
Day 21 of 30 days of the Carnivore diet. To me, this is what it's all about, is that fat on top and that lovely gelatin, which is just so good for healing the gut. So I try and have as much as I can every day. Look, I know not everything I make looks appealing, but I'm not making it for you. I'm making it for me, alright? While my recovery from my wrist surgery is slow, I'm really happy with the progress. And I was happy to have another bowel movement today. Sinuses are feeling super clear today, which is awesome. If you've been following my journey for a little bit, you'll know that boiling meat and meat stock is so much easier for my digestion, but tonight I really felt like eating something normal, so I cooked a whole bunch of steak and beef fat. I just loaded up. I figured it was better to eat this than a tub of ice cream. Day 22 of 30 days with the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. When you've had health problems basically your whole life, and then you do something that's actually changing that situation for you, it's pretty life-changing. Even though it's been a few weeks, I was just reflecting on how grateful I am for the experience and for all of you. Today didn't go according to plan. I had to be in the city and I actually had no breakfast and brought no snacks or food with me. So I thought, hey, let's try one of those free-range chickens, take the skin off, pre-cooked, let's see how it goes. But to be honest, I felt pretty crap. Sinuses were starting to clog up, tired, feeling heavy. I definitely will not be doing that again, that's for sure. Sure, my stomach was full, but at what cost? Guys, be prepared on this diet. I was so excited to get home and have my roasted bone marrow. It was just absolutely delicious. As soon as I had it, I felt instantly better, but my skin did still break out from the chicken that I had earlier that day. I had my second running poo of the series, and then my enema bag arrived, which is for a later time. Day 23 of 30 days of the Carnivore diet. This is a GAPS meat stock. It is the cornerstone of my diet, and I feel like it's the key to my success. I know I'm trying to stay away from chicken, but I didn't want it to go to waste, so I thought I'd have some, and to be honest, it felt way different to the chicken I had yesterday, and it did not affect my body at all.
Night and day, mate.
Then I smashed another bowl before I had another midday nap. Yes, I do work, I just set my own hours. My organic meat delivery time. Then I was excited to get back into the gym for the first time since my surgery. I was feeling a bit weak, not as strong as I was before, but it just takes a little bit of time to build up, but it just felt so good to lift again. And then I was starving, so I devoured this with my face. Today made me feel like what I'm doing is actually working, so I'm really excited to see what's next.
Later.
Day 24 of 30 days with the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. PSA, late nights and early mornings are never a good idea, but drinking lots of water with some salt in there is a good idea. Brekkie was cold lamb that I cooked the night before. False alarm, no poops today. Today we went on a road trip, so I packed my food. And I packed the esky with ice to make sure it was cold the whole day. Meat stock to go is the new coffee to go. Cheeky snack, doesn't look appetizing, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I've got this superpower now where I can just eat cold fat. The usobuco is a great cut of meat, especially because it's got the bone and the marrow, but it just never really looks great. Then we checked into our accommodation for the night, and tomorrow we are going dolphin feeding. Day 25 for 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to heal my gut. This morning I skipped breakfast and heated up my meat stock so I could have it later on that day. I do miss my coffee, but I do not miss the rashes, nervous system breakouts, and just feeling crap after having one. Instead I drink this, I like to call it brothy. And we were off to Tin Can Bay to feed the dolphins. No, I did not eat the dolphin, okay? I only eat vegans, not carnivores. My lesson learned from the other day, always be prepared. Unfortunately our car broke down, so our trip was cut short, but luckily I had snacks and food prepared, oh yeah. And then when we got home, I smashed down the rest of the food that I made for the day. By the way, I had the best sleep last night. We're at this caravan park. There was nothing going around, just full nature, and I just felt so rested in the morning. This whole journey has been a bit of a roller coaster, and I cannot wait to share with you the 30-day wrap-up on my YouTube in a couple of days, but until then, I'll see you in the next video.
Later.
Day 26 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to reset my gut. A lot of people want to know what am I going to eat after the 30 days. The plan is to slowly introduce things like raw egg yolk, sauerkraut juice, and maybe a little bit of avocado as per the Gaps protocol, but I'll keep you posted after I do the 30-day wrap-up. We had a family dinner that night, so I made sure I ate the rest of my organic chicken before we went out. Dinner went longer than expected, so I made the mistake by not bringing some biltong or snacks, so I was starving by the end of it. So when I got home, I smashed down any leftovers and had a bit of beef fat and then drank my classic little meat stock. Because of what it's doing for my gut, this is literally my favorite thing to drink besides water. At this point, it's normal for me to go every 2 to 3 days, and today I finally broke the spell. Day 27 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to reset my gut. Today I'm hyped because I feel like I'm getting my mojo back, baby, yeah. For brunch, I cooked up about 1 kilo or 2 pounds of this delicious lamb shanks in meat stock, and here I'm just getting the marrow out because that's so good for you. And yeah, I just polished the whole thing off because it was so good. One bit at a time, look at all that delicious fat and meat stock there. If I feel like a cup of tea, I will literally just have hot or warm water. It does the trick, trust me. The key to this diet was always making sure you have some meat stock on the go. No poops today, but I tell you what, I'm excited. Only 4 days left. I found a more delicious way to eat the liver, by the way. Just fry it in fat. Tastes way better. Then I drank some broth and took some weird draft photos for my podcast cover, which is coming out in January. I'm very excited. Day 28 of 30 days of the Carnivore Gaps diet to reset my gut. I started the day with a bit of chicken stock. My head felt itchy for the first time in ages, and look, this is just part of the process. Things come and go. Brekkie was rump cooked in beef fat and with a little bit of liver. On the Gaps diet, you're supposed to have boiled meat for quite a while, and honestly, this is my version of cheating, but it's better than having ice cream or something like that. Today was my first CrossFit session in like 6 years, so I could only do like half of it, but it felt amazing. Post-workout snack, I definitely prefer the meat that's cooked on the bone rather than just the mince. I like the fat more. Read the screen for my poop update. The Gaps diet recommends you have meat stock all throughout the day, and I had some tonight with my dinner. It's always on point. And I had some beef fat, and I cooked that with liver, and it turned out really nice. Y'all want to know about weight? I've definitely lost some. I'm not sure exactly how much. I'll find out just after day 30. My goal was not to lose any weight. I wanted to gain, if anything, but I'm happy to trade weight for health. The healing journey has ups and downs, and today my skin broke out a tiny bit, but it's very mild compared to what it used to be. I just feel like I'm definitely in the right direction.
Later.
Day 29 of 30 days of the Carnivore diet to reset my gut. Can you believe the next video is the last video in this series? By the way, I feel like I'm getting the hang of this thing. I'm having way more fat now, and it's just giving me a lot more energy. I'm feeling much better for it. My son has become a huge fan of what I'm cooking and also loves the meat stock. To be honest, I'm kind of lost for words. It's been a wild couple of weeks in so many ways.
Very nice.
So I'm just going to keep today short. You know how it goes. I eat meat, drink stock every day. My symptoms and my life is improving. It's going very well. I'm going to save a lot of this for the 30-day end of thing wrap up, which is going to be on my YouTube channel. Until then, stay tuned.
Thank you. Come again.
Day 30 of 30 days of the Carnivore diet. Yep, for 30 days I ate only meat, salt and water to see if it would help with any of these conditions I was suffering with. I did a carnivore version of the Gaps diet to start healing my gut, which meant I drank heaps of meat stock daily.
Yeah, boy.
On the final day of the challenge, I had a PC session, an Epsom salt bath, and this is everything I ate.
Very nice.
Today was probably my biggest, healthiest bowel movement of the whole thing. My energy was meh, but that's because I went to bed extremely late. Now the moment you've all been patiently waiting for. Weight loss, cost. Did it work? What happens next? Why have you kept me waiting so long?
It's coming.
The results. Did I cheat? Not even once. Weight loss, unexpectedly, 4 kilos or 8.5 pounds. Skin dramatically improved and not getting breakouts like I used to. Joint pain and aching body down 80 to 90%. Energy up and down during the 30 days, but at week 6, I consistently have the most energy I've had in a long time. Mental health, huge improvement, more drive and more mental clarity. Mood, I'm not a perfect perfect person, but I'm more grounded, more present, and my mood swings have leveled out. Fitness and strength. During the 30 days, I felt weak, in part because I was recovering from a surgery where I got a piece of metal taken out of my wrist, in part because I was still adjusting to the diet. After the 30 days around week 6, I feel stronger and fitter than I have been in a long time. Blood test results. Up on my YouTube, but putting up here in a separate video soon. How much did it cost? Around $900, give or take $50. This was organic and grass-fed stuff, keep in mind, and this was around my normal budget. Was it a success? Absolutely. Did it heal my gut? No. 30 days is not enough to reverse 3 decades of health challenges. That's why I'm in this for the long run. It's a 1 to 2 year commitment for me minimum, and I promise to keep you updated along the whole way here, Instagram and YouTube. What's next? I'm gonna eat Impossible Burgers for the next 30 days. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't even feed that to my rats. This has been absolutely life-changing, and what I'm gonna do is slowly introduce foods as per the GAPS diet to see how my body reacts. Don't be sad because it's over, because we are just getting started. The first food I introduced was egg. Follow to see how that went. Plus, I've got a full 30-day breakdown on YouTube that you might like too. Love you all. Thanks for a crazy few weeks.
We did it.
Later.